MindShifter Audio Blog, a place for your mind to grow.
Your growth is invisible until it isn't. You know what progress is. You understand it doesn't happen overnight. Yet you consistently fail to see it when it's staring you in the face. This isn't about lacking knowledge. It's about lacking recognition. We've trained ourselves to only count the dramatic transformations, the before and after photos, the promotion announcements. Everything else gets dismissed as not enough or still not there yet. But progress is happening right now in ways you're probably ignoring. Progress doesn't announce itself with fanfare. It shows up in the mundane Tuesday moments when you choose the difficult conversation over avoidance. It's there when you notice your anxiety, but don't let it derail your entire day. It's present when you set a boundary without apologizing for it 3 times. You're looking for the mountain while standing on the slope you've already climbed. Consider this. 6 months ago, that work situation that stressed you for weeks now gets resolved in a day. You didn't celebrate this shift because it felt normal. That's not a coincidence. That's growth you've become blind to. The parent who used to lose their temper daily now catches themselves before exploding 4 times out of 5. They don't see progress because they're fixated on that one time they still snapped. The person learning a new skill dismisses their improvement because they're not yet at expert level, ignoring that they're asking questions they didn't even know existed last year. We've conditioned ourselves to spot what's wrong faster than what's working. Your brain is designed to notice threats and problems, not gradual positive changes. This survival mechanism sabotages our ability to recognize our own personal evolution. You'll remember the one harsh comment on your presentation while forgetting the 12 positive ones. You'll focus on the friendship that ended rather than the 3 relationships that deepened. This isn't pessimism. It's human wiring working against modern growth. Start tracking differently. Notice when something that used to paralyze you for days now bothers you for hours. Pay attention when you recover from setbacks faster than before. Recognize when you're having conversations you wouldn't have attempted last year. You're measuring your chapter 3 against someone else's chapter 20, then wondering why you feel behind. That colleague who seems effortlessly confident, you're seeing their current version, not their journey. That friend who appears to have perfect relationships, you're witnessing their highlight reel, not their growth process. That entrepreneur whose business looks seamless, you're observing their refined systems, not their failures and adjustments. Your progress isn't invalid because it doesn't match someone else's timeline or style. The person who takes 2 years to build courage for public speaking isn't inferior to the one who does it in 6 months. They're just different people with different starting points, different challenges, different places. Stop using other people's mile markers to measure your own journey. Here's what realistic progress actually looks like. Messy, inconsistent, and often invisible until you look back. Real progress means having more good days than bad ones, not having perfect days. It means recovering from mistakes faster, not avoiding them entirely. It means feeling fear and acting anyway, more often than before, not eliminating fear completely. The person working on communication skills will still have awkward conversations. The difference is they'll have fewer of them, recover quicker from the awkward ones, and actually initiate important discussions they previously avoided. Someone building financial discipline will still make impulse purchases, but they'll make smaller ones less frequently and with awareness rather than complete unconsciousness. Progress is increasing your batting average, not achieving perfection. Your impatience with your own growth is probably your biggest obstacle to to continued growth. You want to arrive, but growth is about traveling. You want the destination, but development is about direction. You're frustrated with the process while demanding the results that only come from trusting the process. The most successful people aren't those who progress fastest. They're those who progress consistently. They recognize small wins. They adjust course without abandoning the journey. They understand that growth compounds, but only if you don't quit during the invisible accumulation phase. Your breakthrough moment won't feel like a breakthrough when it happens. It'll feel like a Tuesday because it's built on hundreds of unremarkable Tuesdays where you chose growth over comfort, action over paralysis, persistence over perfection. Stop waiting for permission to acknowledge your progress. Stop requiring others to validate your growth before you'll believe it's real. Start recognizing the person you're becoming instead of obsessing over the person you're not. Your progress is valid, even when it's invisible, especially when it's invisible.
The MindShifter